Yo, it's already been a legendary career for the iconic hip hop MC Nas. But Hit Boy working with Nas on 4 straight acclaimed hip hop certified projects, yeah, all it did was reassert Nas's dominance as a lyrical wordsmith and took the production and just raised it exponentially higher than we'd ever seen Nas work over a beat. Every album is close to sick, if not sick. And that's not what the debate is about, but this video is just me talking about just how top of the food chain Nas is in terms of a hip-hop rapper. Now, does he give you the commercial joint like a J, like an M? No, not all the time, but you always get, for the most part, I would say that Nas, you always get Nas's best. There's only 2 exceptions where Nas didn't go in. For me, this is my opinion, my video. If you don't like it, tell me why in the comment section, or tell me your opinions in a video. So for me personally, the only times Nas had subpar work, and I do mean subpar, was, and I like Nostradamus, but it was still subpar. And I didn't like the whole thing, but I like some of the songs. And then Nasir, which I only took back like maybe two tracks off of Nasir that I really felt, one was Adam and Eve, and the other one, I can't remember the song title. I know it was Bonjour. So Bonjour and Adam and Eve. And so for me, those are the only Nas projects that are subpar. And that one, Nasir, was produced by Kanye West. Go figure. Because Nas and Kanye, everything else they did together, song-wise, conceptually, was fire. They had that joint together off of Hip Hop Is Dead. But you know what? Hip Hop ain't dead. Never. Not when we hearing King's Disease 1 through 3 and Magic. Magic is just a exceptional piece of work to the 10th power. How do I love that album? So I don't think this is what this video is truly about. I don't think nobody is on Nas' tier. And there are exceptions to the rule. Of course there are. Like if you take Black Thought. But those two, they're immaculate MCs. You can't go wrong. But I'd probably take Nas, though. Because if we grading on a whole body of work, and Black Thought, it's unfortunate, but some of his Roots projects, they say the Roots. They don't say Black Thought. And some people might say, well, you nitpicking. But I mean, he had a group with him, whether they was playing just instruments and not rapping or not, whatever the case may be. Black Thought's projects, I'll say this, a lot of people didn't like the Black Thought album. Man, I can't think of the name of it. The one with the painting, the one with the original painting on it. I thought he had like Schoolboy Q on there, like the hands, the fingers was on the front of the cover art. Jogging my memory banks, but I can't think of it. I ain't think that album was horrible. I ain't trashed it like a lot of people did, but I thought it was a pretty decent album actually. But for me though, I'm taking Nas over B Thought, and I know some people gonna push back against that. But that's not what this video is about either. I'm not about trying to turn people against people. I appreciate both of them while they're alive. Nasir Jones, one of a kind. Tariq Trotter is one of a kind. So I'm giving them love in the same video where I'm saying who people would take over them or who I would take over. Because it's all about union. It's not always about putting this person against that person, this group against that group. Yeah, versus was fun, is fun, but in the grand scheme of things, it's all about the love that we have for these artists individually, and not always pitting them against each other. But I think that back to what I was saying about Nas, man, the production that he getting from Hit Boy, it's magnificent. I almost cussed for a second. Really, just nobody. This 4-album run to me is unprecedented, and I'm sitting here thinking now, and I'm like, man, what about Wayne's run? Carter like 1 through 4, but the gap from Carter 3 to 4 was kind of what makes me have to sit back and I gotta think about that. Like, who's got a 4-album run as great as Nas? Man. And not to mention how in my short, I'm sitting here questioning is King's Disease 3 my favorite Nas album after, of course, Illmatic and Ill It Was Written. To me, nothing tops those. So I'm not gonna sit here and say like, hey, yeah, I'm ready to put it. No, I'm not. But top 3, I'm really questioning it. Sitting back listening to Magic and King's Disease, man, those might be top 5 Nas projects, along with Stillmatic. I want to know what y'all think about it, because Nas is truly a premier hip hop excellence. He really is of premier hip hop excellence. And to me, he's the greatest rapper alive, and we can't even say that he's not, because he is. He just is. He is. But we know about Jay. We know about M. M is hella inconsistent. Jay-Z is number 2. What's wrong with being number 2? That's LeBron's problem. I'm out.